Give me just a few minutes of your time, and I'm going to show you, as a high-performing dad, how to see a better return on effort with your workout time. 95% of you are missing these principles. Okay, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Tyson Johnson, founder and owner of the Six Pack Dad Tribe. We've helped over 240 high-performing dads to see a significant improvement in their health. Many of our customers reach and maintain 10 to 15% body fat as a sustainable lifestyle while still enjoying pizza and donuts and only working out 20 to 25 minutes per day, not an hour a day. Okay, so what I'm going to teach you is a part of our 6-step process for six-pack abs. And today is all about brief, efficient workouts. I'm sharing this because the vast majority of you recognize that time is your scarcest resource. People are constantly vying for your time and attention if you're a high-performing dad. Now, to lay the framework for this, there's an important thing I do need to call out. And that's that if you're not getting your nutrition correct, that's 80% of this outcome. As professionals, we give so much time and attention on what's new, what's different, and we usually are focusing on workouts. That's only 20% of this equation. So while I teach you these principles today, they do matter. Keep that in mind with nutrition. Okay, so principle number 1. A lot of you are used to going out for walks or going for jogs or biking, and it's called steady state cardio. And you know, if you just do more of that, then historically you are able to lose weight. However, when we get into our 40s, 50s, 60s, we know we face an uphill battle because we can no longer just out-exercise bad nutrition, and our body isn't quite responding to the workouts the same way it has in years past. Okay, so this first principle relates to cardio work, and it's called high-intensity interval training. And what the science says is that this is a way you can get more calories burnt in less time as opposed to just going for a 30-minute jog. What the science also says is that your metabolism, or in other words, your body's ability to burn calories, stays elevated for hours following HIIT cardio, more so than steady state cardio. Okay, so in simple application, there's lots of different ways you can apply HIIT cardio starting today. What works well for me is simplicity. So I will take any kind of an exercise. I might even go up and down stairs in a hotel if I'm traveling for work and I don't want to be in their gym. And what I'll do is I'll go up the stairs, and for me, I'll grade myself on a scale of 0 to 10 on an intensity level. And I'll start just at moderate, like 5 out of 10 intensity. And maybe my heart rate is around 120 beats per minute if you're wearing a smartwatch. The next minute, I'm going to go up to like a 7 out of 10 intensity, more like around 135, 140 beats per minute. The very next minute, I'm going to go up to like about a 9 out of 10 intensity, around, let's say, 160 beats per minute. Now, I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm not an advanced triathlete. I'm just a normal working professional dad who wants to be lean and fit, but I don't want fitness to be the center of my life. So let me give that as a caveat, okay? So that's 3 minutes, low, medium, hard, and then I just repeat that 5 times. Low, medium, hard, according to my own self-assessment. That is, in my opinion, the simplest, easy way to apply HIIT cardio. And most of our customers do that 3 times a week for about 15 minutes per time, and that's it. So you don't need to go out and jog or bike for an hour. You can if you want, but again, all of this is 20% of the equation, okay? So that's one takeaway right now today. You can get more done in less time with that approach. Principle number 2, superset weight training. If you are over 40, you need to be concerned about a principle called sarcopenia. What this means is muscle breakdown as we age. Muscle is like the fat-burning furnace. And you'll see I'm not like this crazy, enormous bodybuilder. We're not suggesting you turn into a bodybuilder. But if you're not doing resistance training, and a lot of you are not, you are missing out on a big piece of your workouts, okay? So all we're talking about is maybe an hour a week. So maybe 3 sessions a week, 20 minutes a time. So how do you have an efficient fat-burning, muscle-building, resistance training workout in that short of a time? superset weight training, okay? What I do is I will pick 3 or 4 different exercises. Let's say chest, shoulders, triceps, okay? That's 3, just any kind of exercise. And instead of resting for a minute or 2 in between, if I really want to focus on fat loss like 95% of you do, I'm just going to do those exercises back to back to back, okay? So I'm going to get 3 times the amount of work done in a third of the time. Now, I might not be quite as strong with this kind of an approach, but we're going for volume. We're going for calorie expenditure. Again, time is your scarcest resource, and a lot of you struggle with consistency. And it's because you're focused on these advanced workouts. You're focusing on intensity. What you should focus on is consistency. The person who's consistent wins with this stuff, okay? So that's superset weight training in a nutshell. Just pick a couple muscle groups, pick a few of your favorite weight training exercises. Just Google something like simple superset weight training. You can find it on YouTube. We've got videos like that. And just do those exercises back to back to back, and it'll really get your heart rate going, catch your breath, and then do that again maybe 3 more times. And that's going to take you about 20 minutes roughly. And this doesn't have to be rocket science. Then your workout can be done. Can you do an advanced hour-long plus workout? It certainly can, especially if you're trying to be enormous with muscles and be an amateur bodybuilder. But if you're just a normal professional who needs to lose the fat and have more definition, this is a great approach. Okay, superset weight training. Number 3, you will see a greater return on effort if you focus on what's called compound lifts. Now, what I mean is the difference between, say, doing bicep curls, that's just an isolation exercise, versus if I do like rows or if I do lat pull downs. Those rows and those lat pull downs are working multiple muscle groups at the same time. It's working your back, it's working your posterior deltoids, and it's working your biceps all at the same time. That's called a compound lift. You will see a much greater calorie expenditure and return on effort the more of this stuff you're doing. Doesn't mean you can't do tricep press downs, bicep curls, calf raises, shrugs. Doesn't mean you can't do that stuff, but you're only really working one major muscle group with that. So we would rather see people focusing on going up and down stairs with dumbbells, squats, deadlifts, the bench press, lat pull downs, like any of this stuff that doesn't injure you, and you can instantly tell, oh yeah, I can feel that in my biceps and my back, or oh yeah, I feel that in my glutes and my hams and my quads. That's a compound lift. And you're gonna see far greater calorie expenditure by doing that stuff. And that's what we want. We want more calorie expenditure without killing ourselves, without excruciating long workouts. Okay, so to recap, if time is your scarcest resource, you need brief, efficient workouts as a high-performing professional. HIIT cardio will let you condense your workout into just a 15-minute block. Superset weight training lets you get way more workouts done or volume done in less time. Just picks a few exercises, do them back to back to back. Again, it only needs to be about 15 to 20 minutes for that. Make sure you're doing weight training. Number 3, the more compound lifts you're doing, the ones that work multiple muscle groups at the same time, will allow you to see greater return on effort with your gym time. So again, this stuff matters. You don't want to just get skinny fat like so many of you done with just dieting and cardio. This is a balanced heart health, muscle growth approach. It's 20% of the equation. 80% of this is the less sexy stuff, and that's nutrition. These two go hand in hand. When we get exercising consistently plus nutrition, it's a secret weapon for success, and that's what we've seen. The other thing I have found as a busy professional, I can't tell you how many days where I only have like a 20 or 30-minute window, and this approach is the difference between me getting in a workout that day, though far from perfect and far from ideal, and still putting points on the board, versus just skipping the workout because I don't have an hour and it's not perfect. Okay, that's called all or nothing thinking. We do a lot of that kind of coaching because, again, consistency is something that a lot of high-performing professionals struggle with their health, because it's so easy to put health on the back burner. Okay, I hope this blesses someone's life. Reply in the comments if we can serve you in any way.